Beneath the quiet waves of the oceans, a war rages. Two massive oceanic plates collide, one sinking into the darkness while the other rises above, forging fiery islands, deep trenches, and earthquakes powerful enough to shake the entire planet. This is no ordinary battle, it's a clash that builds new worlds while swallowing the old. This is the hidden battlefield of our planet, Oceanic-to-Oceanic plate convergence. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the dramatic process of Oceanic-to-Oceanic plate convergence, Earth's underwater battles. By the end of this video, you'll have traveled from the deepest trenches, to the highest volcanic arcs, and even into the very rocks that record these epic collisions. If you enjoy exploring how our planet works, make sure to hit like and subscribe, so you don't miss our next adventure. Our journey begins where two oceanic plates meet. The denser, older plate bends and sinks beneath the other in a process called subduction. At the surface, this creates a deep ocean trench, a chasm so deep sunlight will never touch it. Take the Mariana Trench in the western Pacific. It plunges nearly 11 kilometers down, deeper than Mount Everest is tall. Down here, the pressure is over 1,000 times what we feel at sea level, and yet strange creatures survive, adapted to a world of darkness. These trenches are the starting points of one of Earth's most important recycling systems, where old crust returns to the mantle. As the subducting plate sinks, it drags down sediments and water-rich minerals. At depths of around 100 kilometers, this water escapes into the hot mantle above, lowering its melting point. Magma forms and begins to rise to the surface. Because both plates are oceanic, the magma builds chains of volcanic islands instead of continents. The Japanese archipelago, the Aleutian Islands of Alaska, and the Mariana Islands all exist because of this process. Each volcano lines up roughly parallel to the trench, forming what's called an island arc, a fiery counterpoint to the cold depths beside it. But the battle isn't clean. As the sinking plate scrapes against the overriding one, sediments and chunks of ocean crust are bulldozed together, into a chaotic mixture called a mélange zone. Picture mud, rock, fossils, and even bits of ancient mantle mashed into one twisted mess. Over time, this pile can grow into what geologists call an accretionary wedge, huge geological scrap heaps that preserve the history of vanished oceans. Off the coast of Japan, for example, the Nankai Trough has an enormous accretionary prism built from millions of years of scraping. These zones often preserve rare rocks and fossils, giving us a direct link to oceans that vanished long ago. The contact between the plates forms a Megathrust fault, one of the most powerful fault types on Earth. Here, stress can build for centuries, then release in a massive earthquake. The 2011 Tōhoku earthquake in Japan, magnitude 9.1, was one such event. It sent a tsunami racing across the Pacific, and shifted parts of Japan's coastline permanently. And if we could peer inside the Earth, we'd see the quakes tracing a downward path along the subducting plate. This is the Wadati Benioff zone, a seismic shadow stretching as deep as 700 kilometers beneath our feet. Not all the action stays buried. Sometimes, pieces of the subduction zone are uplifted back to the surface, carrying rare high-pressure, low-temperature rocks like Blueschist and eclogite. California's Franciscan Complex is one famous example. These rocks tell a story of life deep underground, formed under crushing pressure in the cold, dark depths, and lifted into the light. If you could look sideways at a subduction zone, you'd see the trench at the front, the island arc at the back, and between them, a four-arc basin. These basins act as sediment traps, preserving records of volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, and ocean life over millions of years. Sometimes, on the opposite side of the volcanic arc, stretching forces open up a back arc basin, even forming new oceanic crust. The Sea of Japan is a real-world example, born in the shadow of subduction, yet a place of new beginnings. Every so often, instead of sinking, parts of the oceanic plate are thrust up onto land. These slices, called ophiolites, reveal the structure of the ocean floor and upper mantle, layers we normally can't reach. Oman's seamale ophiolite is one of the best preserved, letting geologists walk across ancient ocean crust without getting wet. Oceanic-to-oceanic convergence is an endless cycle of destruction and creation. Trenches mark the sites of descent. Volcanoes build arcs of new land. Mélange zones and accretionary wedges tell stories of ancient seas. Megathrust faults unleash quakes that reshape coastlines. Rare rocks rise from the depths, and basins preserve the record. Every feature is a chapter in the same grand story, the recycling of Earth's crust, driven by slow but unstoppable forces beneath our oceans. If you enjoyed exploring Earth's underwater battlefields, give this video a like. It helps others discover the hidden forces shaping our world. And be sure to subscribe, so you can join on the next journey into our planet's most incredible landscapes. Until then, stay curious, and keep exploring.